Alright, so today I'm back with yet another chapter review, and today we will go over chapter 238, which is insane, so be sure to stick till the end because you don't want to miss it. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking and let's get right into the chapter. However, before that, please double check if you are subscribed to the channel as you don't want to miss my chapter reviews. And while you're already down there, you can always leave a like and a comment. And with that out of the way, let's finally get into it. Alright, so we began chapter 238 with Hiori trying to run high up on the field. As we know from the last chapter, Hiori and Isagi have cooked up a wonder plan to seize this last goal, but how will they really do it is the real question. Nico knows that he can't stop Hiori in a one-on-one by himself, which leads him to his only option, which is to try his best and slow down Hiyori's attack. As Isagi is waiting by the defenders, Ryu says that right now Isagi is playing off Hiyori's movements to receive the final pass. Ryu is still set on keeping him locked down and refusing to let Isagi move freely. However, it isn't just Ryu who's deep in his thoughts as Aiku is carefully analyzing the field, saying that by aiming for the chaos created by those two by predicting the trajectory of Hiyori's pass, Kaiser's only intent is on forcibly snatching the winning goal, which Aiku is sure of, so he knows not to take his eyes off Kaiser. Kaiser is coming towards Isagi, while saying that he will kill him, and I know that this is blue lock, but that seems a bit too far, even for Kaiser, but I don't doubt that he would do it if he got the chance. Anyway, Hiyori is currently going crazy against Nico. He's dribbling the ball so fast that Nico has absolutely no idea which way Hiori is looking to go. He analyzes Hiyori's movements and says that he will go right, but just as he goes in for it, Hiori moves to the left side. This not only gets him behind Nico, but also opens the pass route, and they are now both ready to do it. But as Isagi is getting ready to receive the pass, Aiku sees something else. He sees that Hiori is only looking at the ball and understands that Hiori is planning to shoot the ball all by himself. This turns out to be true as Hiori gets into a shooting position and is ready to fire it off, when unfortunately, Lorenzo comes out of nowhere. Lorenzo calls him selfish, but admits that this is all that Blue Lock is about. Lorenzo goes in to take the ball, only to realize that Hiori was planning on doing a feint all along, which even leaves Nico wondering what Hiori is up to. The ball goes up in the air, but that's when Hiyori's next threat comes into the picture. As the king himself, Baru, comes by, he calls Hiori predictable and says that in the end, he's just gonna pass after all. Baru screams at Hiori that the pass route is now sealed off, telling Hiori that without Isagi, he's just an insignificant lackey who is too weak to stand up and fight for himself. But Hiori has a look in his eyes like never before. It's almost like his mind is fully in the game and nothing else. Anyway, Hiori tells Baru that he was too slow and also throws in a dumbass because why not? As Hiori is surrounded by 3 Ubers players, he says that he can already see Isagi winning the final goal. And just then, out of nowhere, Isagi, without looking at Hiori, just starts sprinting. And not even Kaiser understands what is going on at this point. But then it clicks for them all, as Isagi runs away from Ryu, and Hiori gets a window open up from Baru. Everyone on the pitch sees that the two of them aren't even looking at each other, and instead putting their full trust that each other will be there at the correct time. Hiyori's and Isagi's eyes are burning like never before, and it's more than enough to burn the whole Blue Lock Stadium to the ground. Anyway, Hiori finally gets off the pass, which just goes over Baru's leg, and is heading into the pit of players all gathered around each other. Hiori asks Isagi if he's there, which Isagi definitely is, as he catches the whole Uber's defenders off guard, and is now almost free from them, even leaving Kaiser behind them as he looks at Isagi clueless. As the ball falls to Isagi, Hiori and Isagi in sync say that if they are the real deal, then by clashing and crossing their visions of becoming the best player in the world, they will be able to go even beyond their wildest dreams. The ball is falling down, and it has a glow around it like never before, as Isagi Yoichi, the Blue Lock's MVP, the Blue Lock's egoist, and Bastard Munchen's new ace, he gets into direct shot position and absolutely demolishes the ball as it falls down to let his leg. Fukaku tries his best to catch, but I don't even think that the best goalkeeper in the world has a chance of catching it as it goes into the net and finally gives Bastard Munchen their well-deserved lead. Isagi and Hiori are absolutely ecstatic as they jump up in each other's arms to celebrate this insanity of a goal. Just look how hyped the two of them are. It's so sweet, and if there is anyone that deserves this last goal, then it's definitely the two of them. The text at the bottom says, "The word impossible doesn't exist in Isagi's and Hiyori's lexicon." As the two egoists conquer the chaos and score the winning goal, they show the world that they are the epicenter of the football universe. And on top of that, the next chapter is going to be called Creation, which I've actually got no clue to what it could mean. Maybe the two of them will go a bit more in depth on how they created this monstrosity of a goal. Now let's get right into it. And what is it that we just witnessed? Like, I'm honestly speechless. Hiori and Isagi went insane in this last counterattack. The two of them didn't even look at each other. They just fully trusted each other, which was honestly so cool to see, and something which I would have never expected. This seems like the most overpowered ability right now, as the two of them are literally playing as one. They trust each other so much that they don't even have to check if the other one is on board with the plan. It kind of reminds me of Kageyama and Hinata from Haikyuu. Kageyama was spotting the volleyball up in the air, and suddenly Hinata would just be there. Okay, I'm bad at explaining, but you get my point. These actually went insane in this chapter, and not only together but also individually. Like, I honestly think that Bachira might have some dribbling competition by the way that Hiori was sidestepping. Nico, also called the Watchtower of Bluelock, couldn't even see where he was going. He also tricked both Lorenzo and Baru into falling into his trap. And don't get me started on Isagi's direct shot, which was insane. I said in the last chapter that I was okay with the finishing goal being a direct shot, but only if it were over the top. And this was so much more than I could have ever expected from them. Just like in this panel, not only did Isagi cook but also the author. Like, bro was definitely hitting it while drawing, because this is crazy. And I haven't even gotten started on how dumbfounded Kaiser was. Like him, a new Gen 11 and a player worth 300 million. Couldn't even predict what Hiori and Isagi were up to. And on the topic of offers, just imagine how much these guys will get after this game. I definitely think that Isagi will be around the top 3. And Hiori should at least climb to the top 5 or 6 spot, even though it was his first match and he only got subbed in later in the game, which kind of makes it more impressive as he had less time. I also think that Baru will get a massive boost as he made both of the Uber's goals. Corona should also get some respect for his name, as even though he got injured, he still helped out Isagi and Bastard a lot in this game. But I don't know how he will place in the squad after Hiori's performance. I'm the #1 Corona defender, but Hiori was definitely cooking here. But now I honestly don't know what to say. This chapter has definitely been the craziest match in my opinion by far as well. It might be recency bias which is talking, but still. Like, it's crazy to think about how the two of them together, and with some help from Yukimiya, got through the whole Uber squad and honestly embarrassed them. They had no way of defending the wild duo that Isagi and Hiori had become. But playing without looking at each other seems a bit too overpowered, doesn't it? I doubt that they can do it after this match, or at least at this level, as that would be kinda unfair. Unless like Rin and Sei also develop something like that. This panel is such a sweet moment for both Isagi and Hiori, and you can just see how incredibly happy they are to have scored a wonder goal. I've seen a lot of people clowning at this celebration, but I actually like it a lot. But I'm still a bit sad for Corona, even though I know that he's just happy that they are winning, and that his friends scored a wonder goal, but I wanted it to be the last piece. Anyway, this chapter was honestly incredible, and I could go on for days. But yeah, instead of listening to me go on about it, I would love to hear what you guys thought about this chapter, as I'm sure that you guys are as happy as me after this chapter. But yeah, that has been Natsu, and this is just my thoughts on it, and please leave your thoughts and theories down in the comments, as I love reading them. If you like Bluelock and videos like this, then I would highly suggest you subscribe to this channel, and while you're at it, leave a comment and a like, as it helps out with the algorithm a ton. And if you are curious to see another video of mine, then please watch the video which will be popping up on the screen now. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.